Morning. I am up and showered and it is 10 to 7. It is hospital day today, folks. I have to go to the hospital. Ugh. To be honest, I really like a morning appointment, so this is not that bad. But I have to be there at 10 to 9, which would have been getting up at 7 anyway, and I was just awake, so I just got up. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to wash this thing. That was a little morning antic, wasn't it? But that's all done now. They do need a wash because they do harbour germs, those. I'm not scared about the doctors today. I just want to know what's going on so I can move on with my life. Yeah, I just want to kind of move on. I mean, to be honest, the early thing's not that. I'm not worried about that. I'd rather get it over with. I might be one of the first people there, you know what I mean? They're doing Sunday appointments now. I've got to go to X-ray. It's not normally open on a Sunday, only for emergencies, but they're doing it on a Sunday because I guess they're trying to get through the backlog of appointments. My opinion is controversial. Well, some people would agree and some people won't, but I think most would agree that I think there are people over here that are using the NHS that should not be using the NHS. We are the only country, I believe, in the world that will let people come over that are not from here and be able to use our hospitals for free. Sorry, my alarm went off. And not try and get that money back. I did watch a programme once on TV where the lady came over right before she was due to have a baby. It would have cost about 20 grand in her own country to give birth. She came over here, she gave birth to the baby. A guy came up to her with a clipboard in the hospital and said, "It's not free for you, you owe us 10 grand. And she discharged herself, and so that money was never paid. And I think that's where the problems lie. Like, if I was to get sick while I was abroad, I'd be expected to pay for it or have travel insurance. It happened to my cousin not so long ago. She's got a thing called colitis and like another stomach problem, and she got sick while she was in Spain, and the insurance company weren't going to pay the 2 grand, but it was 2 grand for her to be in hospital, and she had to pay it. So I think that if we do that over there, then I think that people should do it over here. I think they should be told you can't have healthcare unless you pay it. And a lot of places now, they'll say, well, can we have your card, please? We'd like a credit card or a debit card so that we can take the payment from that. And, you know, we don't do that. So it is now making it very difficult for us to get appointments and things. My doctor's been pretty good, so I'm not going to moan about that. But it's been difficult, you know. Now sometimes it feels like you're being overlooked, and I feel like that quite often. I mean, I got my blood test results the other day. Nobody's called me. I'm going to have to put in a online form and ask for the doctor to call me and let me know what's going on next. She did say I've been referred to rheumatology, but there are no notes on there to say that that's happening, and I can't go on with pain and stuff. So I would like for, if they could just tell me what it is, and then I can start to work towards, you know, maybe finding something more natural to try and deal with it. But until I know what it is, I can't really do much. I just need to try and get some kind of diagnosis. Bottoms up. And today's things, like, we don't think it's connected to it. So it just seems like one thing after another at the moment. Hi, Dad. I forgot to tell you as well, I turned my comments off for the last few videos because I needed a break, because I was so fed up with people telling me what they think I should do. I never asked. If I do want an opinion, I will definitely ask for it, but I never asked. I think if you don't know, nobody knows what's going on behind the scenes with anyone, online or otherwise. Nobody knows. Nobody knows exactly what's happening, only what I choose to share. It's already getting to daylight. Also, yesterday it was like, yesterday was the last day that it was going to have sunset before 5. Sunset was at 4:59 yesterday. So, spring is upon us, folks. It's not far away. Right, I'm going to go drink my coffee, and then we're going to go to the hospital. Right, I'm out. They did find fibroids, and I'm really hoping that they do a hysterectomy. But yeah, those kind of scans are not fun. But I got through it and everything was good. The lady was amazing. She was like my age and she's been through similar stuff. Not fibroids, but similar stomach issues and things like that, lady stuff. And yeah, she was ever so nice about it. She's so, as awkward as it is, she's just so nice. She was like, us women have to go through so much, and I was like, yeah, I know. And if I come back again, I'm going to come back as a bloke because it just sounds better to me. But yeah, that's what's happening, and now I'm going to go home and have a rest. I'm just sat here chilling. I've had my lunch and I've just sat here and just chilled out. I'm watching Tudors again. How many times have I watched the Tudors? Yeah, I did put a notice up earlier, but yeah, my comments are still off. They might stay off for a bit longer now, to be honest, because I literally put up my post about like my normal photo dump, and literally within minutes I had somebody like telling me what I needed to do and stuff, and I was like, you know, I don't know what it is with people that come online and decide that they need to tell people online what they should and should not be doing. It is... if I ask, then yes, please give me that advice. But, you know, my this one was about the cats and me spraying stuff and stuff. My cats are teenagers, and I've had cats since time began. Since I was a little girl, I've always had cats. Actually, I've always had animals. But at one point, my father had... there were 4 chihuahuas. I think there were 4 chihuahuas. There were 3 or 4 chihuahuas. There was for definite a Jack Russell called Alex. I remember that was my brother's dog. There was a parrot, Madam, who was an African grey. There were 2 chinchillas. Can't remember their names. There was a rat. There was a snake, a 15-foot python. There was a goat at the end of his garden. There were fish. Like, it was like a zoo, and we thought it was the best thing in the world. I've always been around animals, and I know what I'm doing with them, and I really do research things, and I know what's toxic to them and what isn't. But if you want to find something that's toxic, go outside of your front room and breathe the fresh air, because everything is toxic now. Everything is. Go outside, look at the sky, and look at all the chemtrails that the planes are putting in the sky. You know, nothing is sacred. If we listened to everything that everybody said, we wouldn't be able to, like, put anything on ourselves or spray anything or use any cleaning products or eat anything, because everything has a problem, apparently. So yeah, I know that, I know what's like okay for the cats, what's okay for my grandkids and all of that kind of stuff. I have been a mum. I have had cats since time began. And so, you know, I will, like, if I need the advice, I will ask. I promise you, I will ask. I'll be like, does anyone know if this is safe? And I do that in my videos. I'm like, does anyone know about this? Or does anyone know if this is safe? Does anyone know if that's okay? Or does anyone know what I can do about this? And then I'm asking. But if I don't ask, I don't need your advice. And I mean that in the nicest possible way. There's probably someone out there that might need your advice, but not me. I don't need it. So, like, don't be directing stuff like just, I heard this and that and whatever. And, you know, but at the moment, I think I'm going to leave comments off for a little bit because it is really difficult for someone like me to just have to have people telling me like what they think I should and shouldn't do all the time. I believe that we're here to grow and learn, and we need to find out that stuff by ourselves. So that's what I'm going to do. Anyway, I am going to go. I want to go and chill out now. I'm not going to film anything else today because I just don't really feel like it. I'll be back tomorrow with another video. It has been a long day, a very long day. And yeah, I'll see you tomorrow.